I put my lifetime in between the paper's lines. Real hip hop.
45 like your president.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ain't that nigga birthday today too?
Is it?
Hold on. Fuck. Think today this nigga birthday. Ah.
Today Donald Trump birthday for real?
It's this nigga birthday today. Ah, some dude 45.
Damn.
On 45th's birthday.
Y'all president number 45. His birthday today.
Fuck.
That's crazy.
Fuck.
I shouldn't even have said that.
Damn. You should have hit it with a Jay-Z lyric or some shit.
I did. I slipped on that one. I slipped.
Oh, fuck.
When I come back, like, oh, yeah, damn it. Yeah, I slipped on that one.
Used that one.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Fuck, man.
That's all right. We're not going to worry about that. It's all good. We back like MJ when he came. Yeah, we back like that. That's how we back. We back. Some Dude Pod. We are back, episode 45, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Mike B alongside my co-host,
man.
JR, baby.
It's an omen. It's an omen.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio.
Man.
Anywhere else you can listen to podcasts, we are available. If you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please rate. Please make sure you also drop a review. Let us know how we're doing. And yeah, that's what it is, baby. It's all good, baby. We gonna rock it.
God damn, man. 45's birthday. Some dude 45. The approval rating is about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Just got a message. Shouts out to a listener, Smitty Harrison. Says, y'all, he says these last 3 episodes, we've been getting it. I think we're due for a fall off now.
No, we got to keep the streak alive.
45 on 45. Mike, we fucked. You jinxed us.
I did. I should have never spoke that into existence. That should not have been the first thing I thought about when you said 45.
It shouldn't have, man. It should not have.
Yeah, that was fun.
But today is apparently Obama Appreciation Day. So
there we go.
Celebrating dude birthday, we celebrating Obama.
There we go. We had episode 44 last week. 44 was Obama, so we good. Don't trip.
We didn't have it on his birthday.
Nah, we didn't. We fucked up. We fucked up.
Fuck, man. Hey, the end of the world's supposed to be 21st.
The 21st of June?
Yeah.
Like the end of the world.
Yeah.
So like exactly what is supposed to happen when the world ends? I've always thought about if the world ends, I think that, the world might just blow up.
I don't know.
It's just gonna like a big explosion.
Okay, so it's the Mayans.
Yeah.
Again, the Mayan calendar, apparently some shit happened and somebody tweeted out that let me go to the New York Post, let me explain it, make sure I get this shit right.
Yeah, I've always anytime I've ever thought like, oh yeah, people always say, yeah, the world's gonna end on this day or the world's gonna end on this day. I just assume like I remember they said
the world was gonna end on my birthday. I think it was 2011 or 2012. Yeah, it says it's gonna be on my birthday. It didn't. I went on a date.
I was about to say, what did you actually do on your birthday?
Went on a date. I got the wife who was then the girlfriend took me out. That's when around the time when we first started talking.
Okay.
We was going out on dates.
Okay.
And figuring each other out. And they put that big ass billboard on I-55 and I was driving to work. I was driving to Wendy one day. They put that big ass billboard up. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, my birthday? What the fuck is this? It was 2011 because I wasn't 30 yet.
They actually had this on the billboard saying the world's going to end.
They had that bitch on the billboard. Like, the world's going to end May 21st, 2011. You can Google the image.
Who would approve to put that image on the billboard?
Money is the approver here, but I was pissed.
The point of making money knowing that the world is going to end.
That's quick money right there. If a motherfucker's going to pay you $100,000 to put this billboard up,
then if the world actually ended, then
they gave you a warning. But I mean, they said so. They said that the reading of the Mayan calendar was wrong. According to a conspiracy theory on Twitter that has been since erased, the world didn't end on December 21st, 2012, as the Mayan calendar prophesies. But now, if you recalculate, is either this week? Well, no, it's this week. The quote says, following the Julian calendar, which we are technically in 2012. The number of days lost due to the shift into the Gregorian calendar is 11 days. For 268 years using the Gregorian calendar, that's 1752 to 2020, times 11 days, that equals 2,948 days. 2,948 days, 365 days per year, that's 8 years. So if it's correct, adding it up, then Doomsday is this week. This might be the last some dude pop.
Goddamn.
Now, hey, I'm just reading what was tweeted out, posted. The Mayans, if I'm correct, and if I'm wrong, just tweet me. But they said like a planet was supposed to run into us. And
like one of the actual planets, like, or one of those planet. Side. Oh, okay.
Like a planet called like Nibiru or some shit.
So an unknown planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to just pop up. Bow.
And then run into the Earth.
Yep. So technically that motherfucker's like right there now. Okay. Apparently. I don't know.
All right. That's cool. I haven't seen anything on the news about this or whatever, but
so
we'll see. We just gonna have to wait and see.
So for it to happen, it's supposed to happen on the 21st.
Okay.
This week.
Well, if it runs into the Earth,
the 2012 end of the world theory involves a mythical planet called Nibiru.
Okay.
Hurling into Earth. It's supposed to be like big as hell. Just
damn. All right. I wonder. I always wondered what kind of impact would happen if the world actually ended.
What the fuck is going on? We got pandemic. Niggas fighting, looting and shit.
Yeah.
White people, and insurgents out here doing dumb shit to make it look like it's niggas. Police shit. I said it's a pandemic. Ain't no basketball. Kyrie Irving telling people, nah, let's not play. All that shit is weird, Mike.
A lot of shit is happening right now. This is by far the most weirdest, unpredictable, just like craziest year of my 33 years of living.
Yeah, you thought. And you're the same age Jesus was when he passed.
See, that's not good. That's not good.
Okay. Now
my birthday's on Christmas.
Aha! Also,
that's not good.
Also, Mike, let's not forget. Yeah. Let's not forget this. We got Jay Electronica's album this year.
We got Jay Electronica. Yeah, we did.
And for years, we was asking for this bitch.
Yeah.
He decided.
Did he jinx us?
Why did he give us an album, Mike?
He was trying to tell us something.
Maybe. Nigga was like, let me get him a taste. Before.
I seen people post up. They was like, that Jay Electronica album hitting different now.
It's not for me. It's the same.
Nah, it's not. Still hitting.
It's
still
Jay.
Hitting
I'm like, niggas gotta stop overrating shit because shit going on. Right? Like, what's going on hit me the same way it did when I first heard it and understood it.
Okay.
If you didn't understand some shit then, but then you heard it now and all of a sudden like you understand it, I get that, but. It hit differently for me. It's still Jay Electronica it's still Jay-Z featuring Jay Electronica to me.
Okay.
Still a good album. Still a good. I never said it wasn't whack.
Yeah.
Said it was a good album. It's Jay-Z featuring Jay Electronica. He pimped the system a bit,
Dead ass. Like, I didn't hear anything else about that album, like charting or nothing.
Yeah, it didn't.
Like,
Right, yeah. It didn't hit. It didn't hit differently to some people, cause
yeah.
What is the soundtrack to these protests?
That's a good ass question. That's a good ass question. I mean, you can see now that artists are releasing records. You know what I'm saying? After, like, you know, we see Lil Baby just dropped Lil Baby just dropped a record.
Motherfuckers acting like Lil Baby is like the greatest thing since sliced bread because he dropped that shit.
Hey, bro,
these old niggas too. I hate old niggas this week.
Okay, hold on, bang. I want to. Okay, so I seen a post. And the post was on Facebook, and I seen a post that said J. Cole, Kendrick, Nas, Common, and Lupe been making music, you know, that's been for the people, been talking about police brutality, been talking about the system, been fighting for Black lives, and then y'all called them boring, trash, and acted like you needed, you know what I'm saying, you acted like you need a doctor's degree to understand the message.
Pause. I'm glad that you... I seen that post. I was glad that part was said because motherfuckers act like you need a college degree to dissect Kendrick Lamar or
Facts.
J. Cole or some of these Lupe or some of these niggas. Like, oh, you don't know what these niggas talking about. Mm-hmm. This nigga said hexagon shaped like the life going on with the world.
Yeah.
Niggas shit. Fuck. God, like what, fam? Like,
so you did see this post?
I saw that post.
That post went viral, and then the other half of the post
read the rest of the passage.
The other half of the post is that Lil Baby took a break from his usual songs about jewelry, money, guns, drugs, and makes one auto-tune song about Black lives, and now he's the GOAT, and it's protect Lil Baby at all costs. He's underrated, and finally an artist talking about all real issues.
Pause. Now,
okay.
Here's where that person got it wrong, all right?
Yep. Yeah.
Lil Baby took a break, just like a lot of people say that a lot of people should take a break and do with their music. So I'm not tripping off of that. It was good for Lil Baby to address it and everything. But when I saw motherfuckers talking about some, Lil Baby is the new Wayne and all that shit. First of all, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't want Lil Baby to be the Lil new Wayne because
the new Lil Wayne.
Wayne, because Lil Wayne don't rap about that shit.
No.
I can't think of one song other than that George Bush shit on Dedication, which don't count because it really don't talk about shit. It's just fuck George Bush. I ain't never heard a song where Lil Wayne talk about the ills of society, motherfucker. Like, he talks about eating pussy.
Yeah.
He raps about eating pussy.
Okay.
And raps. Words. And sometimes a lot of times it's about eating pussy in it. Sometimes it's about shooting, stabbing, drugs, lean. I mean, somebody tell me a song where Lil Wayne was like, hey, power to the people. Fuck out of here.
Maybe on Carter 3, Misunderstood? No.
Fuck out of here. No.
No? Okay.
No, nigga. No.
No? Like, no, absolutely not. He wasn't talking about, like, issues in America.
No. Listen to that Lil Baby song.
Yeah,
Misunderstood. This is what I'm talking about. Misunderstood does not come out at a time where Lil Baby dropped this when this shit came. Like, he dropped it. Shit happened. He dropped the shit in the middle of the shit.
Yeah,
that's fuck I'm talking about. Like, all right, let me take a pause from all this shit and just let's rap about this shit. He ain't do that shit. There's not a lot of people that's doing that shit. So I get what they saying, but I just want people to leave Lil Wayne out of this shit because he don't do this shit. He don't do this shit at all.
Was the Lil Wayne comparison? I seen the Lil Wayne comparison even before Lil Baby dropped that song.
I ain't like that shit then.
I seen people was already comparing him to Wayne even before that.
I don't like that shit then. Nope.
First of all,
hell no.
I don't like that shit neither because it ain't true. Lil Baby ain't as talented as Wayne is rapping.
Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. Here's why I'm going to pause on that. Lil Baby is better than Lil Wayne first album. Don't fuck with nobody say.
Wait.
Yeah, you heard the fuck I said.
Is this album that just came out, is that technically Lil Baby's first album?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. That's fair.
Lil Baby is better than Lil Wayne Block is Hot.
All right, that's fair.
Let's
but
just keep it like I keep trying to tell y'all motherfuckers. Have honest conversation about Lil Wayne. Motherfuckers do not give a fuck about Lil Wayne until Carter won.
That's true. That's absolutely true. I agree.
So this nigga was 3 albums in.
Hey, but that don't necessarily mean that Lil Baby is on track to be better than Lil Wayne.
That I'm not saying. I'm saying that that nigga.
First 3 albums. First 3 albums was lukewarm. Now
you have to be
a
real. I'm not talking about the diehard Cash Money white T-shirt, baggy jeans, Crips before they was Bloods.
Yeah.
Bling Wayne. Excuse me. You niggas love Wayne. I know who you are. So when you listen to some dude, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about them niggas who was, oh man, fuck Wayne. Don't they give a fuck about no Cash Money. All this is Juvenile,
right?
And BG and all that shit. Then the Carter won. You niggas was like, oh. I wasn't a fan of Lil Wayne's albums, but I used to tell niggas the nigga could rap. He just rapping over that shit. And now you say, hell no. Some of them same niggas. Carter 1 came out, and I ain't gonna front. I was skeptical. Carter 1 was like, shouts out to my nigga Raw. He was like, nah, we was playing NFL 2K, whatever. That's when you could put the music in the shit.
Yep.
And I was like, oh shit, that's that Wayne? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, this is the Wayne I've been waiting for. So, you niggas, them day oneers, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about these niggas who found Lil Wayne at Carter 1. There's a lot of people. They just don't want to admit it. It's a lot of niggas who who is like they found God in jail. They found Lil Wayne. Then, them niggas.
And the first 3 albums, like we had this Wayne conversation already. We just gonna end this one quick though.
Yeah, hit the
his first 3 albums.
Hit
the archives. But his first 3 albums was Wobbly Wobbly Wayne. It was bright spots though. Between the first bright spots, good songs, thing like that. But listening to a full Lil Wayne album,
hell no.
The first 3 albums was hard listens.
You have to be a real true Cash Money fan to even do the shit.
Because that was the real true Cash Money sound for the first 3 Lil Wayne albums.
But back to Lil Baby though. He's not the next Lil Wayne. None of these niggas are the next anybody. Let these niggas stand alone. But let's not hold this nigga nuts because this nigga did a Black Lives Matter song. Because y'all, that shit, I saw old niggas do that shit. Like, oh yes. God. Like, shut the fuck up, fam. I'm amongst the belief of let these little niggas do what they feel. Cause a lot of these niggas ain't with. I can't expect a nigga to not deal with shit to rap about shit. Like I mean, Lil Baby probably felt some shit and was like, all right, let's do it. He probably dealt with some shit. But if he ain't deal with no shit, dog, I'm not gonna get mad at this nigga not rapping about to rap about some shit about Black Lives Matter. Nigga, he ain't getting through shit. He probably ain't dealt with the shit like that. He probably seen it on TV. I'm not amongst that. And I'm not gonna shit on these shorties for not rapping about it. Like, I mean, it's Dave Chappelle had a special that was released this week, and he said some real ass shit to me. To me. And the shit. It's like the streets gonna speak for themselves, fam. They don't need me to speak for them. So I don't need Lil Baby. And I'm not at that age, but I don't think Lil Baby needs to speak for the kids. The kids are doing enough of that. Now, if Lil Baby want to talk and you like the song and you feel like it's a rallying cry, all right, that's cool. But we got to stop expecting these artists to speak on shit because we got a whole bunch of white motherfuckers who are now all of a sudden speaking on some shit, talking about some what they want to do, what they would like to do, how Black Lives Matter we see and understand, and we still wonder if these motherfuckers is lying or not. They're just doing this shit because it looks cool now. So I don't want no rapper trying to do some shit because it looks cool. Because if at the end of the day, you listen to that shit and it's like, oh man, that's dope. Man, Gunna just rapped about Black Lives Matter. But when he was in the studio creating this shit, he was like, "Oh man, them niggas we gonna reel these niggas in with this shit. They gonna think I'm for these motherfuckers. I'm just trying to get my money, get these streams up.
Seize the opportunity.
Yeah, fuck out of here. This nigga YG, none against YG, but it reportedly staged a protest to film a video.
Yeah.
We've seen was one of the niggas out at the crib, Hitler, whatever his name is. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he filmed a video during one of the protests and shit, and it wasn't even shit to do with the protest.
Did you see the clip? I mean, did you see the photo of Future too? I think Future shooting the video as well.
Yeah, you got a lot of niggas shooting videos and these protests. Fuck out that. See, and then y'all motherfuckers hear the shit, and all of a sudden it's, oh man, yeah, for the people, nigga, nah. Fuck out of here with that shit. Hey, but more power to Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? And then some of these old niggas should know fucking better. Like, y'all gonna, that's like a motherfucker doing a music video during the Rodney King riots. Matter of fact, watch Burn Hollywood Burn. It's on Showtime. If you haven't, watch Burn Hollywood Burn. Shouts out to BC Brian Crawford. I saw him tweet it, and I was like, man, I want to watch that shit, but I just got Showtime like a couple of weeks ago, so I watched that shit, and I'm like, yo, them riots was wild. I forgot what movie it was, but it was almost true to the point. Like, they had audio. This one nigga said, "We killing white people tonight." Like, yo, what? Are you sure? You sure y'all are? Fuck. But then they beat Reginald Denny's ass out the truck. So all I'm saying, but imagine a motherfucker. Hey, yo, let's go get the video cameras and shit. Let's film this music video. Yeah. Doing the LA riots. That nigga would have died. Mm-hmm. For real. That nigga would have died. Mm-hmm. Man, nigga, imagine MC Hammer talking about some, oh man, let's go do a new video for Prey. No. Why they doing the riots? Mm-mm. He out there doing the MC Hammer dance and shit. Nah, say. With the parachute pants on in front of a burning building, doing the Running Man pow, 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 pow. I said we pray. I said we pray. You get that? All right, we gotta do this another scene. Man, motherfucker would have died that night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or get robbed. One or the other, bro.
One or the other. Both. Both. This motherfucker MC Hammer dancing, nigga. Fuck out of here. Hey, y'all. Hey, Bloods. Like, what the fuck? Like, and MC Hammer's down like a motherfucker. Like, MC Hammer ain't nobody to play with. It's just in that situation, that nigga probably would have lost his life. Mm-hmm. Fuck you out here doing these parachute pants, motherfucker. Like, trying to do a video for Prey, my nigga. That's all. Like, yeah, I'm not going to. They don't need to do that shit. Like, these niggas, man. But he's speaking for a whole nother generation. Yeah. The whole Kendrick Lamar made a whole fucking Good Kid, Mad City, which is relevant today. Yeah, fuck, he ain't got his rap about shit else. He can just play all right. We gonna be all right. Because motherfuckers chanted to that shit about 3 years ago. Get the fuck out of here. J. Cole out here protesting. But let everybody do them. Like, fuck out of here. Like, let everybody do it. And if Lil Baby felt like this is something he had to do, that's cool. But these old niggas, man, got to keep away from the, oh man, I'm glad these rappers is finally using their platform. Like, nigga, if that nigga want to rap about pussy and hoes during this time, do his thing. Just don't do it at a protest. Yep. Because that's lame as fuck. You got these influencers and shit. You seen the shit with the video with the influencers coming out? Man, they got like fashion influencers and shit coming out. Black fists raised. Yeah. All that shit during the protest. Make shit look good. Like, fuck. A lot of niggas out here using these shits as photo ops. Then they put that shit on social media. Y'all niggas eat the fuck up. Oh, man, this is great. This is awesome. Look at Estee Lauder. They support Black lives. Look at this photo.
Yeah, it's a lot of companies and shit out here, and they jumping on the BLM movement, bro. So you saying the shit looks shaky?
Man, look, I said it. I said it last episode. I think it was. I'm gonna say this motherfucker again. Apologies without action is manipulation.
Yep.
I'm not being manipulated by none of these niggas. Nike did the June. Oh, Nike like, yo, you get a Friday off for Juneteenth. It's going to be a company-wide holiday. I work in a black company. That shit's not a holiday, my nigga. Founded by a black woman.
Niggas fall for the
She ain't saying yet, hey, y'all are off on Friday. And you know what? I probably wouldn't even be off on Friday. It ain't like my motherfucking ass could go outside and barbecue. We still at that stage. I can't even go outside. I can imagine us now in my apartment complex. Oh, niggas, yeah, Juneteenth. The Blairs ain't did no Juneteenth celebrating. Look, I stay, like, I'm looking right now. Like, I stay in a apartment complex, me and my wife, and I got some real shit to say because my wife told me if I don't address it, I'm a bitch.
Like that.
Basically, she was like, nah, you got to use your platform to talk this shit. And if you don't, basically, she called me a bitch. So I'm going to address it. But I live in a complex, right? About 3-4 buildings. 3-4 buildings. I look outside. I'm looking outside right now. There's a window with a Black Lives Matter flag and a rainbow flag because it is Pride Month.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Morgan Sherm. It's a couple of Black Lives Matter. I see a Black Lives Matter written on a cardboard. It's a couple.
Yeah.
No. It's Juneteenth. Is a motherfucker kicking off the barbecue Friday? We got barbecue grills. Mike, right downstairs in my window. It's barbecue grills. 3 of them bitches. Just here alone.
Yeah.
Nigga, who kicking off the barbecue? Who the fuck saying fuck this shit? We barbecuing. Let's play Maze. Not the Beyonce version. Let's do the wobble inside the parking lot. Nobody. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm just saying, Nike, don't play us with the Juneteenth shit. And ain't nobody that's black on your board of directors. I'm going to say it again. The diversity in this shit and equity, not equality. Equity is key. You sorry? You feel bad? How your diversity plan look? Like, yo, ask these motherfuckers how their diversity programs look. How? How are you empowering black men and women in your company? A day off on Juneteenth on Friday is not going to do it for me. I need to see how I can move up on this side of the building or that side of the building. What your plans look like for us? Juneteenth ain't going to do it all y'all get because it's the weekend.
Yeah,
I could work Friday and just do the Juneteenth shit on Saturday and Sunday.
They ain't giving us no shit that we can't already do, goddamn.
Yeah, right. You can't, they ain't doing no shit that we can't do ourselves, my G. And then it's a Friday during the pandemic. Motherfuckers probably not going to work anyway. Fuck out of here. Hey, y'all get...
And it's Father's Day weekend.
Right, it's Father's Day week, man. Look, it's Juneteenth. Man, they not going to let us do that shit because Juneteenth kind of falls around Father's Day sometimes. So that even too. No motherfuckers don't give a fuck about Father's Day. Like, fuck out of here. Like, I get it.
Hey, low key, I think we screwed. We screwed for Father's Day, Phil.
Yeah,
we
screwed.
I mean, we gonna get we get the love, but it's gonna be like because of everything that's going on right now. Whew,
you getting a Juneteenth barbecue for Father's Day. Cut it out, man. Dave Coulier, cut it out, fam. Like, nah, I get what Nike is doing, and it's a paid vacation too.
Yeah.
So I get it. I understand it. It's a nice gesture. But what are y'all niggas doing behind the scenes to uplift, motivate, and improve situations within your company for black men, women, people of color?
Maybe it's coming, bang. You gotta wait for it.
It better. It better not be, oh, shit. Matter of fact, that announcement better come Friday. Like the NFL, we're giving $250 million for 10 years for Black Lives Matter. All right, that's cool. Okay.
That's a start.
That's a start. But niggas can't even get head coaching jobs in the NFL, G. And And even your coordinator jobs, you see plenty of black defensive coaches and and defensive coordinators, but them ain't the high profile jobs now. Mm-hmm. You don't see a lot of people on the offensive side of the ball. You got somebody like Eric Bieniemy at Kansas City who should have gotten a head coaching job. Well, let me say this. He should have been considered a little, well, fuck it. Nigga in the Giants, nigga who got the Giants job shouldn't be the head coach of the motherfucking Giants. Joe Judge, fucking wide receivers coach.
Yeah.
But we know why he got that job, and it ain't just because he came from New England, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. It ain't just that. That's just that at all.
Not a lot of black head coaching jobs. Not a lot of GM jobs for black men.
But take this $250 for Black Lives Matter.
Not a lot of black president. Do we have a president? Like a president that's black in the NFL? Like the president of the team? Like operations?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it stops at GM.
Yeah. Just throwing a few.
We ain't got a black owner.
Just having a few black head coaches here and there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that ain't cutting it.
Like I said, man, it's thank you, but what are you doing to improve the situations? Mm-hmm. If you ain't doing shit to improve the situations, all this shit is for nothing. It's for show. And I keep saying this shit, man. I'm worried that they are. I'm dead ass worried that they're making this shit to be like just a little trend, and I'm gonna continue being worried about that shit until I start seeing changes within your company. I mean, I think about that in my situation at a black company. Like, I'm at a situation where I want certain things, and I feel like I should have certain things because of the work that I've put in the last couple of years. But then I wonder, where is there to me to go within my own company? Mm-hmm. It's a black company. Mm-hmm. Like, what changed? Like, is there anything on my side of the business that we can do to help elevate? Yeah. I think everybody at a certain age start thinking that shit. So if I could think that shit within a black company, not saying that I'm being held back because I'm not, mm-hmm. but if I could think that shit about my future and my growth in a black company, how am I a black person in Nike and seeing C-level executives all white? And I'm like right there. Mm-hmm. I feel the same way. Like, and then a lot of companies don't have mentorship programs. Like, a lot of companies don't have diversity programs.
Yeah.
And things of that nature to work on building. Like, I think, if anything, I think this is a perfect time for companies to help rebuild the black structure inside of their companies. I talked about on First Black Champ. Check out my other podcast, First Black Champ, with Camp from the Port. I had talked about the WWE and how the WWE put out that statement that, but if you go look at, there's only one person I know that's a black person, a woman who has a high-ranking job in that motherfucker. She does, I think, it was entertainment or mm-hmm. PR. Mm-hmm. Whatnot. And she's a black woman. Shouts out to her. Joy Lynn Johnson, I believe is her name is. Mm-hmm. But shit, after that,
everybody else is just wrestlers for the most part.
No, I'm talking about on the corporate side.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nobody else, right?
Yeah, nobody else.
And then you just pretty much got.
But on the wrestling side, like if you go to NXT's trainers, there's only one. It's Norman Smiley. Mm-hmm. And some people will be like, but that nigga British, he don't even count. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he don't. I'm just saying somebody be like, hey, he British, he don't even count. He in America. Yeah. Like, it's good seeing like Jason Jordan as a producer. Like the producer agent title is where a lot of black people get and kind of stop as a wrestler. Yeah. So what is the WWE or doing to foster diversity within the business side? Mm-hmm. Titus O'Neil is doing a great job being in the forefront of the company when it comes to this race shit right now.
Titus O'Neil might be the savior. He might be the one.
Nah, he ain't the savior because that motherfucker he's outreach basically at this point. Are you doing a great job talking to your people? I'll make you outreach. Oh, that's just another way of saying go talk to your niggas. Oh, fuck that, man. Like,
Hey man, Vince McMahon don't fuck with niggas like that.
Man, no, actually, well, I don't know, because if you talk to black people, they like if you talk to R-Truth, apparently him and R-Truth are close.
Yeah.
Maybe he just loved the niggas he loved. I don't know. I can't speak to that. All I'm saying is it's about time for a lot of these companies who are all of a sudden doing these statements and shit to be like, hey man, let's foster some programs that's going to build and uplift, because sometimes I don't think a lot of people get is sometimes all you want to see is the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. You want to know that it's there. The opportunity is there. Yeah. Because you might not be ready today, but you need somebody to help you get to that level. And for those who are already at that level, and it's like, all right, man, it's time, fam. You just need you needed to be ready when it's time.
Yeah.
So that all goes within the program. Like that's me. I just want to know that it's a light at the end of the tunnel, that it's an opportunity for me to have something. Mm-hmm. But if this is where it stops, also let me know so I can figure shit out for myself. And go look for a company that's going to look to elevate African Americans or just people of color in general who are active in the community, who are active in my community, that will love to go deep in my community. You live in Maywood. I live on the west side. I'm from the west side of Chicago. Basically, we from out west.
Yep.
Out west and from Maywood. I'm going to save that for the end. I'm going to say that for the end. I'm gonna see how long people listen, because that's the part where my wife was like, you got to say something or you're going to be a bitch. So we're going to move on. I got into a little debate the other day. It wasn't really a debate. I just had to let niggas know that sometimes you just got to let shit play out.
Yeah.
And we have been in the world of hot taking for a number of years now, about 10, that you turn around and you look at shit and you be like, damn, was I wrong? Because I ain't let shit play out. The freshman list 4 years ago looked like this, ladies and gentlemen. Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, G Herbo, Dave East, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, Designer, 21 Savage. Mm-hmm. It came up because the anniversary popped up, and I was looking at some of the comments, and admittedly,
oh yeah, me and we had a back and forth on that one.
Yeah, but our back and forth was about Lil Dicky, and I would just say I'm probably never gonna listen to a Lil Dicky song in my life. I'm chill on dude. I'm just not gonna pop in a Lil Dicky song, ladies and gentlemen. Not. Lil Dicky comes out, I'm not gonna be like, yo, let's go play that Lil Dicky. I'm not. But I did not shit on his talent. It's like, nigga could rap because he had a whole bunch of viral videos and shit. Nigga could rap. I'm just not going to pop in no Lil Dicky joint. Right. That's what our debate was. But if you look at the comments.
Bang don't like white rappers.
No, I do. I don't. Wow.
Proceed. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's okay.
Damn. No. I don't. Okay, we're getting to that in another episode.
Go ahead.
Let me make sure I get my shit right. I'll get called racist. Because I'm not. Fuck, man. Fuck you, fam.
Man, equal opportunity. Right?
Hey, wait, but see, hear me out. So
you just said I won't play a Lil Dicky song.
I'm not.
Why not?
Nigga, you can look at the TV show and you be like, yo, I'm not playing this song ever in life.
That's fucked up.
Let's talk about the song about the dick. I like that shit's funny for TV. But I'm not gonna be in the car like, nigga, let's play Lil Dicky. My dick, right. Like, no. Right, no, that Earth song he did, nigga, no. He was rapping his ass off, put words together, but I'm not getting jiggy with that shit.
What about the Freaky Friday with Chris Brown?
Nah, fam. Nah.
No, okay, cool.
Nah. I got the premise though. I was like, the premise is dope, but I'm not gonna be walking to work and being like, hey, let's play that Lil Dicky, nigga. Like, nah. But anyway. If you look at my timeline, well, that comment section, because you was on it, niggas was shitting on that list. Ooh, niggas was shitting on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was, oh, nah, man. This is the worst class ever.
Mm-hmm.
This class, yes.
Oh,
One nigga that was like, yo, this is the worst class to date.
Okay.
Now, we get that every time a list is made. But this is why. This is the exact reason why niggas need to let shit play out. Mike. Lil Uzi Vert was nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys. And we know that they love Lil Uzi Vert to the point where I think he has the biggest opening day string for a rap artist all year this year. Mm-hmm. They love Lil Yachty too.
Lil Uzi Vert had like probably one of the hottest records in 2017, the EXO Tour Life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all my friends are dead. Shit, I hate that song, but it was one of the biggest records
I hate
of
that
the year.
song too, but I saw how people reacted to that song.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can't front on this.
That's the one right here for him.
Shit, they love this motherfucking song. He performed at Howard Homecoming, and I looked at the crowd and I was like, damn.
Going crazy.
All right, y'all won. Lil Yachty.
Now I can honestly say that Lil Yachty. When Lil Yachty first came out, and I still think Lil Yachty was like overall just a terrible rapper. He's a terrible rapper. I don't think he made a name for himself.
But Paul,
I actually go ahead.
Before you even go, we're not talking about the skills of these niggas.
Okay, cool.
Because that's in the ear of the listener.
Yeah. Okay.
What I listen to don't make you bop. So I'm not finna be up here like, these niggas is terrible, because there's a lot of niggas that you guys love that I think is terrible.
Mm-hmm. What you listen to don't make me bop. That's on some dude podcast coming soon.
Yep.
It's coming.
Kodak Black.
Yeah.
You cannot front on that impact that he made coming in. Mm-hmm. Denzel Curry tours regularly.
Okay, see, I don't know. I still haven't heard anything from Denzel. What has Denzel Curry put out that I need to check out?
He's put out a cup. He put out a joint. I think it was last year that niggas love. I can't remember the name of it. I don't got it in front of me, but niggas. Denzel Curry's one of those people that ain't mainstream, but goes on tour regularly, can sell out smaller venues, and he has a deep core fan base. Like Mick Jenkins, right? Like Mick Jenkins, you don't see this nigga Mick Jenkins on TV and on radio. You don't listen to him on radio all the fucking time. But I seen this nigga sell out nice size but smaller venues. Okay. And that counts for shit to me. Okay. Like Freddie Gibbs is not mainstream, but I watch Freddie Gibbs sell out the Fillmore here and like down the street where I live at. And they knew every motherfucking word. Okay. So don't front on them motherfucking venues. Like, yeah.
Denzel Curry is the only one on this list that hasn't crossed my radar though.
But like, check him out. Like the nigga got a strong core fan base, my G. Okay. Herbo. And when I said this, niggas was like, but niggas, and when I say young niggas, I say young niggas. Like niggas, I said in the chat, and one of the homies said, I said that the old heads, the OGs love Herb. Yeah. And they say like he's the best young rapper out. And motherfuckers start telling me, oh nah, Conway my age, nigga. Benny the Butcher 35. Okay. Y'all niggas know Herb ain't touching that yet, right? Yeah. Like that's when I be like, niggas gotta. Herb's 24.
This was in the comment section.
Yes.
Or when people were talking about Conway in the comment section when you posted this list?
Go to the nigga. Go to the fucking shit. I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna re-tag you shit.
I remember I saw the post too because Mike Jones had tagged me on the post, but I don't know, but the comment had disappeared. I don't know if he accidentally tagged me or something. I'm like,
what the fuck? What the fuck?
Because I saw when it came across though. But
because I said to myself, I said, you know what? I ain't really gonna comment no more. I'm just gonna show niggas bias. Mm-hmm. biased within the shit, but I'm about to tag you now.
Herbo had the city on fire though. Herbo was ready.
I'm gonna tag you in the shit while we doing this pod, so you can read.
I gotta go through some of the comments.
You're gonna read the thread where you like, wait a minute, what, fam? Like,
yeah,
this niggas is old, fam. Them niggas is older than me.
Niggas was pushing for Conway.
Niggas was like, cause there's a lot of old heads that say that Herb is the best young rapper out. That could spit. And you're gonna see the shit. And niggas tried to come, oh man, just because we don't agree. I said, I don't listen to none of these niggas too. We're not talking about skill. We're talking about what these niggas has actually done with their fucking career. Mm-hmm. So I just tagged you in it.
Okay, yeah.
So you can see some of the shit.
Yeah.
They're talking about.
Okay. All right.
Like, cause one of the niggas that will remain nameless.
My man said, other than Herbo and Dave East, this class has to be the worst. Wow.
Thank you.
That was the first comment.
Comment.
My man's went crazy on the first one. Oh my god.
That comment didn't age well.
Yeah, that didn't. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't the one. Yeah, that wasn't the one on that one.
6 said Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, Westside Gun. Let's find out how old Westside Gun is. Cause if them other niggas is 35 and 38, guess how old Westside Gun is? 30-fucking-7.
Oh man.
As I said, some shit I'm away.
Yeah, my man's went off on that. He set it off on the first comment. Okay.
And as much as I like Nick Grant, where the fuck is Nick Grant?
Who?
See? And I like Nick Grant. I think Nick Grant can rap his ass off. I think Nick Grant should be bigger than what he is right now because he can rap. But look at the name. Look at the three names. Niggas said it's a lot of rappers for sure. Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher.
Is this under his thread?
No, this under mine. No, this is.
No, I'm saying it's under his comment.
Under the William Lamar joint where it said, other than Herbo and Dave East, this class has to be the worst today.
Alright, hold on. I'm trying to find where he at with this shit. I'm seeing all the comments.
Because it's in the thread that I tagged you in. Actually.
Right, I'm looking at his. Okay, but is it under his actual comment? Because you know, like when you comment and then you reply.
Because I added you underneath that comment thread that had all that in there.
Okay.
She's even when you said what's chill on Look Dicky means, it's like mean I don't have to hear dude.
Right.
You said he's clearly one of the best clearly the best one out of okay, but okay. I said okay, I could go without hearing them. My nigga Marcus Hemphill. Shouts out to my nigga Marcus Hemphill. This nigga said the worst group of numbnuts to ever grace the music industry, the cover music industry on a fast, steep decline. Uh-huh. That comment didn't age well.
Hey, let's get to Designer though. I remember when you listened to the Designer project and you said that shit was fire.
Yeah, I said for what it was worth, it was fire.
No,
to me it was. Again, what I listen to don't make you bop.
You right.
It was definitely better than I expected. Like, it's actually decent. Not like if you like Future, you gotta like this shit because they sound just alike.
Exactly.
So it's not gonna be guys. Just the niggas sound like more Future shit. Mm-hmm. But let me keep going with the names. I said Davies. Davies probably accomplished the least out of these niggas.
I'm about to say he probably underachieved.
I don't think he underachieved either. I think Dave East suffered from New York niggas. Mm-hmm. New York niggas thinking that rap would just save the day. I think Dave East has released quality products and shit and stayed relevant for that ilk and still does. Like, niggas love Dave East. He just never was going to. Niggas thought he was the new Method, but the nigga was Method Man. Niggas thought he was gonna be like the new Method Man, but the nigga was Method Man. Mm-hmm. And he will continue to be Method Man because they got a season 2 coming in the Wu-Tang joint. He's doing okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Lil Dicky's fuck around gonna get nominated for an Emmy. So talk about that shit.
Okay.
Anderson .Paak is damn near legend at this point.
Okay.
Designer, while he's the fall off here, the nigga's Grammy nominated. That means something.
Okay.
And 21 Savage has a Grammy for his song. In fact, on this list, Anderson .Paak and 21 Savage all have Grammys. I think Lil Yachty was nominated for a Grammy. If not, it's still Lil Uzi Vert, Anderson .Paak, Designer, 21 Savage that were all nominated for Grammys. Herbo has a gold plaque, has a gold single plaque. Lil Uzi Vert, Anderson .Paak, 21 Savage has plaques. This class might be the best class out of the XXL freshman classes. When you look at each of the people and what they did. Now, this was the funniest part of that whole debate. Nigga tried to say to me that that 2010 class with J. Cole and them was better than this class. I think it was. So I said, okay. That class included J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, J-Rock. That class also included OJ the Juice Man, Fashawn, Donis, and Pill.
Ooh, I remember Pill. Pill, what do you Maybach music?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you don't fit. So, don't get me wrong. That class, as far as the accomplishments that, you know what? That class would be number one off the, and this is no diss to Freddie Gibbs at all, ladies and gentlemen. Because I said last week that Freddie Gibbs is the best rapper alive right now.
Okay.
But that class would be number one based off of J. Cole, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, J-Rock, and Nipsey alone. But if you looking at everybody on the list, we count everybody. That list got Pill, OJ the Juice Man, Fashawn, and Donis.
OJ the Juice Man had it for a second.
He
had it for a second.
The key word here, second.
That 2012 class was fire too.
So,
though.
Future, Kid Ink, Danny Brown, French Montana, Macklemore, Don Tripp, Machine Gun Kelly, Hobson, Iggy Azalea, Roscoe Dash.
That class fire.
It's fire to a point.
That class fire.
Roscoe Dash wrote for a lot of people. Iggy Azalea is on that list though.
Iggy had it for a minute.
She didn't have shit, Mike.
She did. She had a number one record.
No,
she had a number one record.
Mike, she ain't had shit.
She had a number one record.
She's white, Mike. You know why she had a number one record.
She had a number one record, though. What you mean?
But we know what helped in that number one record.
What helped it? What you mean? What helped it? What helped the number one record, man?
The caucasity of this nigga, man.
Bang don't like white rappers.
I do, fam.
And then he don't like female rappers.
No, because I like Mac Miller.
Okay. I give you that. I give you Mac Miller.
But that list got Kid Ink on there.
Kid Ink had a moment. He had a he was doing his thing. He had
Don Tripp would be comparable to
Freddie Gibbs.
Denzel Curry to me.
Yeah. Okay, Denzel Curry. Yeah.
Well, he's consistently gonna do his thing.
Okay.
Hobson, same thing. Hobson is from that Tech 9 ilk.
Yeah.
When them niggas gonna be all right. Them white fans gonna hold me down. But Macklemore's Grammy, yeah. We ain't gotta talk about that.
Bang don't like white rappers.
I do. I told you I like Mac Miller. But that class is the only class I think, as far as accomplishments is going so far. Not fully. I'm talking about where they were at this time, like 4 years. It's if you look at the 4 years after graduation, if they're the freshman class and niggas done graduated, then they ain't graduated college, so to speak. That class, that
2013 was fire.
2013 got Trinidad James on there, though. And Kurt Cobain's on there. And Dizzy Wright on there. And Angel Hayes
Trinidad James had one of the hottest records.
Yes, he did.
Whatever year that song came out.
But he would be designer in this case.
He would be designer.
In this case. It got Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul. We gonna have to have an honest conversation about Ab-Soul.
Ab-Soul is Huff. That's the honest conversation.
I don't even think he Huff. I just think I don't know.
He's just non-existent.
There you go. He's non-existent.
I listened to a Ab-Soul project and that's one of the projects I listened to. I fell asleep.
Wow.
I've never actually fell asleep listening to some shit before. I fell asleep listening to Ab-Soul.
Damn.
But go ahead.
But it got Schoolboy Q on there. I'm not going to front on Logic. I think Logic is corny as hell.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to front on Logic. Because I told you, I'm not talking about talent here. Okay. Logic can rap. I just think he corny as fuck. But Logic out here, I'm not going to front on his accomplishments. I can't. So it got Schoolboy Q on here. It got Logic. It got Joey Badass, who I'm not going to front on his accomplishments either. And he's Inspector Deck. Action Bronson is my favorite out of these niggas, him and Schoolboy Q. So you can't say that I don't like white rappers, because I love Action Bronson.
All right, cool.
Travis Scott is the biggest artist out of all of them. But then you got Dizzy Wright and Angel Hayes. And Chief Keef started this shit for a lot of people. 2014, Chance, Rich Homie Quan, Isaiah Rashad, where's he?
Ain't he on TDE?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he could go, but what are the accomplishments? Ty Dolla $ign, y'all know I love Ty Dolla $ign. Lil Durk is moving. Kevin Gates is Kevin Gates, the second rapper to go platinum with no features, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Ave, it started hot. Vic Mensa, John Connor, Bibby, he gave us Juice WRLD, rest in peace. Jaron Benton, in August Alsina, Raising Kids.
Yeah, this one was
Fetty Wap. 2015, Fetty Wap, Dej Loaf, ain't gonna front. I'm in the Dej Loaf video. Rory, who the fuck? Kid, what the fuck? OG Mako lost the eye. Shy Glizzy, I forgot Shy Glizzy on the list, and I live where he live at. K Camp, In and Out, Vince Staples, Tink, Gold Link, Grammy nomination, him and Shy Glizzy. Dope. 2016, we already talked about. So let's go back.
2017 is the worst class. The worst one.
Yeah. Let's go to 2011.
Which one? 2011.
Because 2011 would be the best list if it wasn't for a couple of people. It's two. Because again, Designer's the only drop here technically. In 2011, you got Meek Mill, of course, Big Crit, Sci-Hi the Prince, Lil Twist, Yellow Wolf, rest in peace Fred the Godson, Mac Miller, YG, Lil B, Kendrick Lamar, and Dickie Simpkins. My bad. Diggy Simmons.
Lil Diggy had a chance.
He had a chance.
Diggy had a chance.
But Diggy is on the shit with what's that? Grownish.
But
that list got Lil Twist and Yellow Wolf on there, ladies and gentlemen.
What's wrong with Yellow Wolf? Yellow Wolf is one of them artists that has his own fan base, and he can sell out those small arenas.
Okay, you're right.
Sell out those small stadiums.
I don't even consider him as a rapper.
Why?
And
not?
that nigga don't like niggas, it turns out. So he's cut out this list.
Okay.
So the best freshman list, 4 years out the gate, I'm going to say it's a tie. The only reason why I'm going to say it's a tie between 2011 and 2016 is because for the fault of Lil Twist and Diggy, but Diggy is out here acting, so he's still out here being relevant, you know, and all that stuff. He's still doing this thing, so I ain't gonna front on him.
Lil Twist out here snitching.
Lil Twist, yeah, that
He ain't
list got
snitching,
Lil
but-
Twist. that list got Lil Twist.
He was supposed to be the next Lil
No,
Wayne.
he wasn't.
Supposedly.
No, I remember I was at an event and them niggas was like, Lil Twist in the building. I was like, the fuck? Why did we announce that? Wow, I don't know why we announced that shit, fam.
Hey, bro, he was Young Money. He was under Wayne.
All right, whatever.
Wayne tried to push him a little bit, but it didn't work.
Yeah, whatever.
This class was fire though. This was a fire class.
But all I wanted to do is showcase bias.
Yeah.
That's it. Like niggas be biased, fam. Like you ain't gotta like a nigga music to basically acknowledge their accomplishments.
Yeah.
And niggas be giving backhand, you know, compliments and shit. And that's hating. Backhand compliments is hating to me. Mm-hmm. And that 2016 class, like revisiting it, I didn't even think they was gonna be as successful as they were. But shit. And Anderson .Paak is damn near legend, ladies and gentlemen. Do not hit on that list. Niggas need to stop giving these backhanded accomplishments. This list ain't about that conversation wasn't about who's better. But when niggas try to compare classes, I'm like, I didn't even mention Pill, my G. I said, like, that class got Fashawn Donis and OJ the Juice Man. 60% of that class made it. Mm-hmm. Like, and if you want to be technical, 100% of that 2016 class really made it. Because if you want, we can hate on design all we want to. We could do, but that nigga is Grammy Award nominated and probably had the biggest song other than the Lil Uzi Vert joint. He might have had the biggest song out of every last one of them, even till this day.
Yeah. Yep.
Stop fronting on these niggas and the talent, and stop jumping to conclusions and hitting niggas with hot takes as soon as some shit release. Cause I still don't know who Wi-Fi's funeral is. Mm-hmm. But Lil Pump, is Lil Pump dead?
What?
Which one of them little niggas is dead?
No, Lil Pump is alive and well.
Which one is the one that died?
Ooh, I don't know, bang. I ain't keeping up.
Man, but Lil Pump is alive. And he's like Jid is alive.
Yeah.
Trippie Redd, like niggas still listen to him. I don't know what happened to the Black Boy JB nigga.
Oh, the one that had the Drake record.
Yeah, nigga
Drake.
did the kick dance.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Motherfuckers was doing. Yeah. And then for 2019, I
Trick Pony.
Yeah, like now, but that 2019 class is looking strong. Meg is gonna be Meg. Gunna, niggas fuck with Gunna. Rico Nasty is always moving. YK Osiris likes the box. YB and Cordae is Grammy nominated. Roddy Ricch better win a Grammy.
Roddy Ricch is arguably one of the hottest rappers out right now. Like, could be the hottest rapper out right now. So, yeah. I looked at that list kind of funny, too. I was like, man, Joe, the only motherfuckers I'm rocking with on this list is the Baby and Meg. But I have found a love for Gunna. Gunna got a nice project. His project that he released is nice. Like, I like it. So, shout out to them little niggas, man. I've given the little niggas more of a chance, bro.
Let's hold on. Give these niggas some time to breathe. And 4 years is enough time to be like, them niggas did a good job. Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
But yeah.
Yeah. The NBA is supposed to be coming back at the end of July.
See, now we talking about supposed to be coming back. Bang, is there a chance that we don't get the NBA?
I think we gonna get the NBA because money talks. I think it's some things that I learned. That's something that I knew, but some things that I learned. Mm-hmm. Like NBA players living check to check never seems right to me.
Yeah.
But
when they live check to check, it's more so like they get paid every game. So each game they play, they get the check, right? They get,
they like they get 2 weeks. Everything. I think they get 2 weeks like we do.
Oh no, I thought they get paid like for each game. So like once that
No, they don't get paid like as soon as the game over. Get a direct deposit.
That's how I thought it was.
No. Hell no, Mike. They don't get like 333. No, they get paid in spurts too.
Oh, I thought they get paid like a salary per game. That's what I thought it was.
You get your guaranteed money.
Yeah.
In certain periods, but then the shit that's not guaranteed, of course, is like you get paid like everybody else. Now,
okay.
Austin Rip. So basically, the reason why we bring this up is because Kyrie Irving. A story went up about Kyrie Irving, basically, going to. It was a meeting, about 100 players, I believe, that was in the meeting.
Conference call.
The conference call, and Kyrie Irving was active, so to speak. According to sources, Irving asked, as an injured player, would he count among the 35 people should he want to join Orlando? So what it is that each team is supposed to have up to 35 people there.
This includes teammates,
yes,
staff.
Teammates, staff, and all that. So he's injured. He's not going to play. So do he count in that? Could he cheer for his team? If he's not, could he still sit in the stands and cheer on his teammates? Can he rehab there? So those questions is kind of like to some people playing coy. Yeah. He also had a question about sponsors on campus and if they would be supplying players with their products. A union official had asked him for an example, and I think they said he used Hennessy. Like, if Hennessy's a sponsor, will we be getting Hennessy bottles? And I don't think some people in this, like, I don't think some people took what he was saying seriously, but I think he was saying it in a jokingly but serious manner.
Right.
Because then when you go down, he suggested that players be willing to sit out the season and numerous more discussing social issues, league economics, and ultimately a sense that they would need to be united in the decision. Now, Kyrie apparently has been very vocal since the death of George Floyd, which I think a lot of people have as far as basketball. But here's something that was said by him, and it was said by Lou Williams. Somebody else said this to a highly respected NBA veteran. Once we start playing basketball again, the news will turn from systematic racism to who did what in the game last night. It is a crucial time for us to be able to play and blend that and impact what's happening in our communities.
Yeah.
We're asking ourselves, where and how can we make the biggest impact? Mental health is a part of the decision too, and how we can handle all of that in the bubble. Now, I'm on record as saying I don't think they should play out this NBA season. Fuck this season, G.
Yep.
Niggas was off for a couple of months. Then y'all niggas about to go in the bubble and play the intramural finals and shit. Intramural association. I know there's players like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, some other vets who legacy is on the line and they want to get a ring. And honestly, keep it a buck, there's only about 4 teams that really, really got a chance of winning this shit. It's the Clippers, the Lakers, the Bucks, and whoever else you think is going to play them in the Eastern Conference Finals. To me, that's Boston.
Gotcha.
To me, them the only 4 teams that got a chance of winning shit. So, and it's probably going to be real conversation number 1 right here when it comes to, like, the NBA and all that shit. But it's only a few teams that got a chance of winning this shit, right? So I think those players, you would think, actually, those players are like, hey, yeah, go ahead and play. But apparently, like, Avery Bradley is on the fence too. I think, let me go make sure this is correct, but I think Avery Bradley too was like, we ain't gotta play.
Avery Bradley, we got, you know what I'm saying, Lou Will's on the fence.
Matter of fact, apparently they said that Avery Bradley is vocal about concerns about this restart too.
And I had concerns about the starts even before everything that has happened with the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
It was the corona.
Yeah.
Corona, it was even before that. Even before
that.
those.
Shams report that Irving told the players, "I don't support going into Orlando. I'm not with the systematic racism and bullshit. Something smells fishy. Whether we want to admit it or not, we are targeted as black men every day we wake up." And Avery Bradley apparently helped organize the call and apparently agreed. Shams said Bradley was vocal throughout, urging players to take a stand and utilize this moment to play chess, not checkers. Now, Avery Bradley plays for the Lakers, ladies and gentlemen. He is on one of those teams that has a great chance of winning a title. And he like, hold on. Also, one that came out of left field, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard says that basketball will only be a distraction right now. In a statement provided by his agent to CNN, Dwight Howard said, "I agree with Kyrie. Basketball or entertainment period isn't needed at this moment and only will be a distraction. Sure, it might not distract us, the players, but we have resources at hand majority of our community don't have. And the smallest distraction for them can start a trickle-down effect that may never stop, especially with the way the climate is now. I would love nothing more to win an NBA champ. I would love nothing more than to win my first NBA championship. But the unity of my people would be an even bigger championship. That's just beautiful, too beautiful to pass up." What better time than now for us to be focusing on our families? This is a rare opportunity that I believe we as a community should be taking full advantage of. When have we ever had this amount of time to sit down and be with our families? This is the time where unity starts at home with family. European colonization. Now here's we know motherfucking getting real. Get the reading some books and shit. European colonization stripped us of our rich history, and we have yet to sit down and figure us out. The less distractions, the more we can put into ourselves. I mean, the less distractions, the more we can put into action and rediscovering ourselves. Excuse me. Nations come out of families. Black African American is not a nation or a nationality. It's time for our families to become their own nations. No basketball till we get things resolved. Nigga! That right there, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I agree with all that shit 100% and all that stuff, but that right there, woo.
This nigga spitting.
Nigga spitting.
So, bang, in a nutshell, there are concerns that if we go out here and resume this NBA season, it's going to be a distraction, and that the main focus right now should be pushing the agenda and raising awareness to everything that's going on right now. And the NBA will pretty much, like, once the NBA gets to going, all of that will die down. Is so that what the biggest concern is right now?
For some players, yes. Now I'm gonna read Austin Rivers' rebuttal.
Okay.
Because I'd be wrong if I did. And for those who don't know, Austin Rivers is the son of Doc Rivers. Austin Rivers disagrees with Kyrie's point and says us coming back will put money into our NBA players' pockets. With this money, you can help out even more people and continue to give, more importantly, your time and energy towards the Black Lives Matter movement, which I am 100% on board with. Because change needs to happen and injustice has been going on too long. He also talks about Kyrie's passion and everything. Just continue reading. hold on for a second to continue reading. But also, not to mention, there are plenty of NBA players I know who need them paychecks. 99% of the NBA hasn't made the money a guy like Kyrie has. Not to mention, NBA basketball is predominantly African American, and a lot of our audience is too. Us providing entertainment and hope for kids is important. Also, keeping some kids indoors and watching basketball games on TV instead of maybe going out and getting into trouble due to unfair, unequal environments a lot of African American kids are placed in is important too. Not saying that basketball is a cure for that, but basketball can maybe provide a distraction. On another note, not to mention the ramifications of not playing with the TV money, etc. CBA will really put the NBA basketball behind. Excuse me. Possibly even canceling next year. I love Kyrie's passion towards helping his movement. It's admirable and inspiring. I'm with it, but in the right way, and not the cost of the whole NBA players' careers. We could do both. We could play and we could help change Black lives, how Black lives are lived. I think we have to, but canceling or boycotting return doesn't do that, in my opinion. Guys want to play and provide help change. Now, Austin Rivers said something that Lou Will, that Avery Bradley, and that Kyrie Irving has said. Distraction. And as you put it, before we started, this is a distraction, and then within that distraction, you're distracting people from the issues. And we can only imagine as soon as the NBA starts, niggas is like, all right, NBA star, and you're not going to see none of that shit that they talking about on SportsCenter or on First Take. It's going to be back to normal. We got sports now, and people want you to stop talking about this shit so they could get straight to sports.
So is there a way to actually push the agenda and raise awareness and still go out there and play? Is that up to the NBA though? Or is that up to the players that has to go out there and play?
That's up to both. Like the players, if we're going to play, you got to demand some type of shit that's going to be able to keep this going. And it can't just be, oh, a motherfucker get on the mic in front of nobody but a TV screen. Like the NBA and the Players Association has to agree on something in which it's going to be able to both keep this momentum going and play. Like LeBron is in favor of playing, and he said that shit ain't gonna stop. Playing ain't gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing.
I saw that.
But everybody ain't LeBron. Everybody don't have the resources as LeBron. But at the same time, everybody ain't got the resources as Kyrie, and they need to play because they need that bread. So. The one thing that I would say is this. A lot of niggas say that, oh, man, Colin Kaepernick sacrificed his career and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But then want the NBA to play. When Kyrie is telling you straight out, like, no, I don't think we should play. I don't think we should do this. To some people, that might sound hypocritical. He sacrificed. How come we can't? I'm in favor of not playing just off of the simple fact that I think this season is a wash.
Yep.
It is what it is. Life happened. And
did they vote on that originally?
Yeah, it's voted.
Did they have did the players have say so in that?
Yeah, but see, the other part of my issue is niggas voting for shit and not knowing what the fuck they voting for.
Right.
Like, apparently the players approved the shit. The owners approved the shit. So I think if it didn't happen, my bad. But that's part of the issue. Like, if that is the case, voting for shit that you ain't even reading and you ain't thinking, taking the time to do some shit. Yeah. Niggas get thirsty, vote and sign some shit and then go, oh, what did I sign?
Right.
Like, I think both sides are legitimate in their concerns and their thoughts. But you best believe when basketball starts, niggas gonna be like, oh man, I'm glad basketball here. And white people gonna be like, yo, I'm glad basketball here because we ain't gotta talk about what ails the world. We use sports to get away from what's going on. So they both right. It's just a hard decision to make, in my opinion, because Austin Rivers is right also, again, when it comes to the CBA. And when it and TV money and all of those things, like, it's bigger than Nino Brown.
Yeah. But that's where the NBA comes in at. That's where the players come in at. What can they do? What can they enforce around the Orlando area, the courts, the facilities, or whatever it is to keep raising awareness? And then when they're airing the games, are we going to air the games on TV? Like,
They're supposed to basically do like the old WWF used to do. Like right, when the games, like when the things are going on, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in Atlanta watching the camera.
Okay.
And shit, you know, right. So it's gonna be doing that shit. But I don't know, man. It's
however it is, whatever it is that the NBA and these players can do to continue to raise if they do end up playing, if the players have to go out there and play, it has to be a way that the NBA and the players can continue to push the agenda while we're still watching basketball.
Yeah. But let's keep it a buck here too.
Yeah.
What the fuck did that? Let's keep it a buck here, fam. A lot of NBA players don't give a fuck about what's going on here. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
You really think a lot of these NBA players really give a fuck about what's going on?
Yeah, but we don't really need, you know what I'm saying, every single player to be out here on some...
No, hear me out. A lot of these players don't give a fuck. Some of these players don't give a fuck anyway because it don't affect them. I ain't talking about the white players either.
Right.
So they want to play regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some players who, shit, they ain't out here making, 20, 30 million a year.
Yeah.
They ain't now doing this shit. But there's some players that's like, hey, man, fuck that shit. George Floyd, all right, cool. Shit, I'm a hooper.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't got to do all this shit. Like, I hoop, fam. That's my thing. That's what I do.
Right.
We can't not bring that up. There's some players who out here living check to check because they probably made some bad investments. They got their money tied into other shit. They pay for their mom a house. They pay for their mom a car. They have people on their payroll, so to speak. So are you willing to sacrifice your happiness to push for something? That's a hard decision to try to have somebody make. It is. I can't tell nobody to make that decision. So it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to see how this plays out. I think the NBA is gonna play.
Yeah.
And shit. But it's interesting to see people like Dwight Howard. Like, hold on, nigga.
Right.
Because he's somebody who his legacy could depend on getting a ring no matter how he got it.
Yeah.
Because is Dwight Howard a first ballot Hall of Fame in my opinion? Yep.
Sure.
Especially at the NBA Hall of Fame, where the basketball Hall of Fame is set up. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But he's somebody that was looked at as a great only on his career, went to a finals, didn't win it. A ring will help solidify all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Avery Bradley is a role player, has been a role player his whole career. Ain't made the money like Kyrie made.
Mm-hmm.
But he's saying, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
But you got LeBron that's doing all of this shit, more than an athlete, more than a vote and all of that.
Yeah.
But he want that ring.
Mm-hmm.
He's somebody that can play both sides of the fence.
I was about to say, he'll be able to go out there and do whatever it is he needs to do on the court and push the agenda at the same time with whatever it is.
He also got a team for that.
Yeah.
He got a team for that. Like LeBron, while he playing, hey, Maverick, go take care of this for me.
Yeah.
So that's the other part of that. So it's interesting, but I've been under the idea that the players shouldn't play this year, not for anything, not for no, for no social injustice issues or anything like that, even though that's important. It's before all this stuff pop off. Cancel the season. Let's start this shit all over again. I'm not in favor of the intramural basketball association and all that shit.
It's interesting. We got time though. We gonna see what's gonna happen though. It could possibly get some players out there that's gonna strike and say I ain't going out there. Then what they gonna do?
And that's going to be interesting.
We gonna see.
We
gonna see.
We are gonna see about that. I know I put it on Facebook and that thing, but did you watch Five Bloods?
I did. I watched it last night.
How was it?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's not for the weak eye. If you watch it, you haven't seen it yet, But it was. I enjoyed it though. It was good. Not your typical Spike Lee movie, but in ways it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely, overall, I enjoyed it. I definitely agreed. When Oscar season rolls in, the nominations should be pouring. Hopefully that, it was a Netflix release that doesn't that doesn't affect anything as far as the nominations is concerned. No. But I enjoyed it though. I ain't crazy about war movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen so many different like films and TV shows that give you different perspectives of how Vietnam was and everything like that. We know like, some people say Vietnam wasn't a real war and blah, blah, blah. People really look down on Vietnam War, but that motherfucking shit was crazy though. Yeah. Like Vietnam, like if you was in Vietnam, bro, and you survived.
Do you know anybody?
I don't know anybody personally. I don't think so. I have to ask my old man. My mom. I don't think anybody that was in my family was in the Vietnam War or even was in any war.
Oh, word?
So, I don't think so. Not that I know of in my knowledge. I ask. I have to go have one of those conversations with my grandma or something like that. So, I'll dig more deeper into that. But overall, though, I thought the movie was good. I fuck with it. I'm gonna watch it again. It might have been some shit I missed. But overall, it was great acting. It was well shot, well written. Yeah, it was dope. I watched it. I knew it was coming, but I remember when I seen you post it, I was like, damn, let me go ahead and get in tune with this real quick. But overall, I fucked with it. What you think?
Yeah, Spike Lee is on a two game winning streak right now.
Okay, he back to back. He took a L, and then now he back on.
And
the
I
streak.
don't even count Chirac as an L because I knew it was a satire film.
Yeah,
it was that. So I don't really get mad about Chirac, and then plus Jay Washington played a big role in it. I can't get mad at him.
Shout out to Jay Washington. And then I think people overreacted to Chirac based off like the title. And at the time when it was coming out, people were trying to say like Spike Lee was trying to like, niggas thought everything that was going on with Chicago.
Niggas thought they was gonna make like a New Jersey Drive for Chicago or some shit. Like, nah, man, like this Spike Lee. But this movie, like Black Klansman, he was back on this shit. Mm-hmm. But then this movie, I ain't really been in my movie bag for a while. Mm-hmm. But this put me back in it. This really put me back in my movie bag. Like, oh man, I really fuck with. I got to get back in that shit again because this movie to me was amazing. Yeah, some little hiccups. Like, well, I won't call it hiccups. Like finding out more of why. Well, trying to find out more why they didn't change their faces in CGI.
Yeah, that was weird. Like,
but I know it's a reason behind that shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I thought this was an extraordinary movie. It can over time, it could definitely creep up in Spike Lee's top 5.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, it was that good to me.
Ooh.
It was that good to me.
That's a bold claim. That's a hot take.
Do the right. I mean, yeah, but like, what? Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Malcolm X, whichever one you want to put as 1 or 2, that's going to stay there. Mm-hmm. To me, after that, you put what you want.
Okay.
I think for me, School Days is there because School Days is one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay. Black Klansman is there. Okay. I thought he was
so Spike getting better with time.
So me, Mike Terra, shouts out to Mike Terra, a couple other people. We was going back and forth, but this is one thing that I say about New York directors in general. They do so well in making the scenery as a part of the movie. Mm-hmm. And that scenery was a part of the movie. Like, it's like, and I mean part of the movie, I mean the cast.
Yeah.
So moving away from the Five Bloods, which is definitely, if you got Netflix, go see that shit. An amazing movie. I don't see there has not been a movie released yet that is even thought of as an Oscar contender to me, but Oscar season is coming up in like November-ish. Like September, like that September, October, November, that third quarter shit. going into the fourth quarter. But I mean, I'm sorry, I haven't even heard of a movie that's being created that's like Oscar contender. I think Delroy Lindo is a shoe-in for a Best Actor nomination.
He snapped.
I think his son in the movie is a shoe-in for a Best Supporting Actor nomination.
Really?
Yeah.
Lester Freeman?
Lester Freeman. So while
Clay Davis?
While I love Lester Freeman and Clay Davis's roles, the two roles to me that stood out was his son and my man Eddie, who died, who got blown up.
Yeah, but Eddie didn't have like a big role though. Like he was in it.
It was supporting role.
It was supporting. Yeah.
It was a supporting role.
I definitely give the supporting role to maybe the Lester Freeman or Clay Davis.
But
if y'all ain't catching the Lester Freeman, Clay Davis shit, y'all ain't go watch
him
The
and
Wire.
his son, it don't even matter.
Yeah,
it don't even matter. One or the other is fine with me. But that's why I say, man, that them nominations for this movie got to be pouring in. I think I love this movie. It's the first time in quite a while, that I was like, that I watched the movie and was like, yo, I love this movie. I love this movie. Let's watch this movie. First time in a while. So yeah, watch that movie. But New York directors, right?
Yeah.
Because the conversation came about Chirac. Matter of fact, Alexander King. Shouts out to Alexander King. It was him. Me, him, Mike Terra. And we were talking on Facebook. And he had brought up Chirac. And he's still pissed off about that. Me and Mike told him, like, nigga, he on a 2-movie streak right now, fam. You gotta get off that.
I think people really, like, that's just one of those over-exaggeration moments.
Yeah.
People are really, like, over-exaggerating over, like, Chirac.
Nigga,
and,
Spike Lee got if you want to put Chirac in that, Spike Lee got 2 terrible movies.
What was the other one?
Sweet Blood of Jesus. I hated that movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this, Spike? He got a movie that went over niggas' heads, and now you watch it, it's like, oh shit, and Bamboozle.
Yeah.
He gave you Clockers, Crooklyn. He got his unsung movies, and he got even the movies that ain't really around like black people. What was that Inside Man? I think it was.
Inside Man, yep.
25th Hour.
Like he got game, fam. Stop playing.
But the one thing that Spike Lee and Martin, 3 directors got this best. Spike Lee, Martin Scorsese, and Woody Allen nasty ass. They got this down pat. They make they city part of the movie. It's a cast member, basically. Yeah. When you look at Do the Right Thing, New York is a part of the movie. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn is part of the movie. The scenery, the houses, how people talk, walk, part of the movie. She's Gotta Have It. New York is part of the movie.
Yep.
Even School Days, which is not New York, is black, is HBCU, but the essence of an HBCU, you feel that bitch. I know motherfuckers who want to go to an HBCU because of School Days. Martin Scorsese gives you New York in its glory. Godfather series and any other movie he makes. And even in The Departed, he gave us Boston. Slang. Way of talking. All that shit. They make the scene, the city part of the movie. It's more authentic. And one of the things that I would say about the only reason why I hate Chirac is because I hope that Spike Lee was going to give that to Chicago.
Right.
Let me ask you this question. What movie have you watched that was based or supposedly based in Chicago? What is the most quintessential Chicago movie of all time?
It was supposed to be based in Chicago.
Based
but
in Chicago, or was it Chicago?
Feel?
It gave you the Chicago feel, the essence, all that shit. What movie gave you Chicago in its glory. It was damn near a cast member. When you watch that movie, you like, oh yeah, that's Chicago right there.
Damn.
It's only one movie, and I think it is the #1 Chicago movie of all time.
I've seen this movie, right?
I think you have. If
What
not,
movie
your
is it,
parents have seen it.
Oh, which movie?
Coolie High.
Coolie High. Oh yeah, of course.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Coolie High is two movies that come to mind, and only reason why the other one come to mind is because of where they filmed it at.
Yep.
But Coolie High is the #1 Chicago movie of all time. It gave you the L, it gave you the bus, it gave you Chicago High School. It gave it was people from Chicago in that bitch. Shouts out to Robert Townsend.
Yep.
It was at a school in Chicago. It was Chicago. Quarter parties, all that shit. My mother watches that movie and it takes her back to high school. #2 is Candyman. They filmed that bitch in Cabrini Green. And to this day, I'm like, damn, how the fuck they pull that shit off? Those two movies, to me, give you Chicago. Now, there might be some others, like Blues Brothers,
Yep.
because for white people and the way they talk and all that shit. But those two movies, man,
Yep. And that's what Spike does.
that's what Spike do. Matter of fact, go to Vulture, right? Vulture gives you the 25 best Chicago movies, essentially Chicago movies. Some of these movies you don't know. Some of these movies you do know. Like, I don't know about Last Night, but it's one of those Brat Pack movies with Rob Lowe and Demi Moore. Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh yeah, I saw about Last Night.
Backtrack
Was good.
apparently was from Chicago. I did not know that. Blues Brothers, I had mentioned that. Candyman, I had mentioned that. Shadrack, okay. But Coolie High is on the Dark Knight. I don't count that shit because we don't even know if Gotham City, Chicago.
Wait, you say we don't know of what?
If Gotham City, Chicago. Another one on the list that I put on another one.
Oh, shout out to Adventures in Babysitting, nigga.
I didn't even know that was from Chicago.
Oh yeah, they definitely shot that.
I
at the
didn't
crib.
realize that shit.
Nigga, that's my movie right there. That movie was fire. Go ahead, man.
Like, I didn't realize that shit because but I think I watched that bitch once.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Whoa, do you hear that?
What?
Can you hear that?
Hear what?
Okay, you can't hear it. Go ahead.
I hear birds chirping.
No, go ahead. Okay.
Okay. Fugitive. Chicago. Home Alone. What else? Hoop Dreams, but that's a doc. What else? This is like medium cool. I don't even know what the fuck that is. My Best Friend's Wedding. Like a lot of Road to Perdition. Like some of these movies, I'm like, I don't know. But if these are the movies that we talking about, like Running Scared with Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. What else? While You Were Sleeping. Like, nah, man. We don't have that movie where it really gives us the essence of the crib. And even like TV shows. You just mentioned The Fugitive.
Yeah.
Like,
I did not know they shot that in Chicago.
yeah.
Okay.
But then you get TV shows like I guess like some of them like Chicago, PD, Chicago, them shits a little authentic. Especially because we be seeing people from the crib in that bitch.
Yeah.
The Shot, like what irritates me about The Shot is that it's based off the South Side, but they filmed that shit in Holy City.
See, that don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. Like Spike Lee not gonna film some shit in Harlem and say this is Brooklyn.
That's why I'm skeptical about watching The Shot. I'm gonna watch it, but I know I'm gonna get mad.
Oh,
when I
niggas
watch
got
it.
mad when I think he was like I'm from 63rd and Yates, and niggas was like, nigga, that's the lake.
That's why I'm gonna get mad when I watch it. As soon as I finish Billions, I'm going to the Chi, and I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, you gonna be upset.
Know. I already know I'm gonna be mad.
I mean, but that's what Spike Lee, Martin Scorsese, Woody Allen, they don't fuck that shit up when it comes to New York. Mm-hmm. If that shit on 145th and Broadway, nigga, that shit's off there.
Yeah.
They're not gonna film some shit in Harlem and be like, this is Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna film some shit in Brownsville and be like, yo, this is Staten Island. No, where it is where it's at. They're gonna be authentic in the in where they at. They gonna be authentic in where in how they talk. Mm-hmm. And a whole bunch of other shit. Mm-hmm. So that's what we miss. That's what, and we don't need 15 New Jersey drives. Like to potential filmmakers. Don't give us the gang story because that's all you know. Mm-hmm. Don't give us 15 New Jersey drives. Don't give us 13 Minutes to Societies and 17 Boys in the Hoods. Mm-hmm. I think there are plenty stories that can be made about Chicago, for Chicago. Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a perfect example of me learning white kids at that age. What was that? Weird Science was in Chicago.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know, one of the things that I had watched Weird Science a couple of years ago, and I put it on Facebook like, niggas a house chicken by the body at. Authentic. Mm-hmm. Like when I watch some of these shits, like get the license for these shits. Don't put, Sal's ribs. Mm-hmm. No, like really, really give us the shit, and that's the shit that I love about about New York movies, because I feel like Boomerang. I'll give you a perfect example for Boomerang, right?
Yeah.
My first time in New York, and I filmed it. My first time in New York, the Empire State Building lit up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh shit, die without you. It instantly made me think of when Marcus broke up. Well, when Jacqueline broke up with Marcus, so they ain't fucking no more. And Light came on. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh shit. And I just randomly started singing Die Without You, even though the two scenes was different.
Okay.
Like when I'm walking around New York, I'm like, oh shit, this Central Park? I'm thinking about movies within Central Park.
Yeah.
I saw the Plaza Hotel, nigga, and I was like, oh shit, Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2, yeah.
And like, oh shit. This is wild. Like, I'll go to New York and I'm like, yo. When I watched ATL, I was like, shit, I lived out there. That's it. Mm-hmm. But there's plenty of stories that we could tell about the crib without, we just got to do this story about gangsters. The Foles versus the GDs or some shit like that. Like, no.
Hey, but that'll make a good-ass movie.
I mean, yeah, a lot of them shits would, but it's about what you make and how you make it. Because I know it's a lot of people that be like, yeah, we're going to make this movie. And the first thing they thinking about is, some gangster shit.
Yep.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of the quintessential coming of age movies ever. And it's about a white boy cutting school.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can give us like Soul Food's not on that list, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, yeah. They crazy.
Love Jones is not on that list.
Yeah.
But to keep it a buck, like, it was not other than Steppin'. Mm-hmm. There was nothing that smelled Chicago about Love Jones to me other than when they went to the Steppin' set.
I didn't know they shot while you were sleeping with Sandra Bullock.
I didn't realize that shit too.
I didn't know that either. Widows, with Viola Davis.
I didn't realize that shit too.
Damn. Okay.
Like, even Home Alone don't feel like Chicago to me.
Nah, Home Alone, like, that don't feel like Chicago. Even
Nigga,
like
Chucky,
Family Matters. Ain't Family Matters supposed to be like take place in like Chicago?
Family Matters don't feel Chicago to me either. Family Matters could be shit any suburb USA. Fucking Shameless is from the crib. Mm-hmm. I've met white people from back of the yards. That's like Shameless. Mm-hmm. What's another one? It was just I just said that shit. Fuck.
And then like Barbershop supposed to be take place.
Barbershop didn't feel like Chicago to me.
Nope.
It did.
Did they even shoot? It was supposed to be. I think the first one. No, they didn't. No, they didn't shoot.
The third one
in the Chi. The third one was technically supposed to be like how like everything that was going on in Chicago, killing,
but
everything like that. But yeah, they didn't have it.
Yeah, like them shits didn't feel like Chicago to me either.
Well, no, I'll take that back. Well, we had Chicago actors in there, though.
We had Chicago actors in there, but that's just people. It didn't feel like that shit to me. No lingo, no essence of being in front of a Chicago barbershop and shit like that. No, It was just inside the barbershop. Mm-hmm. That shit didn't feel like the crib to me.
Yeah.
That's why I said, that's what it was. Nigga, Child's Play felt more like the crib to me because this nigga got on the L.
Yeah.
This nigga got on the L, got off on 47th.
Mm-hmm.
That shit felt like more the crib to me than that shit.
Yep.
But, again, to remove all of that shit, like, Cooley High is the one movie that really makes me feel like I'm at the crib looking at some shit from back. Nigga, they went to the Lincoln Park Zoo. Mm-hmm. They cut school and went to the Lincoln Park Zoo and got shit thrown on them. Mm-hmm. That's my whole thing. Like, I want to see a show that is or a movie that really shows the essence of Chicago and not just nigga shit.
And that's where people was upset about the Chirac movie because they thought they was going to get something similar to that.
Yeah, they thought we was going to get something similar to that shit.
They thought they was going to get something similar to that. But I definitely agree, though, man. We could definitely use something that revolves around the crib. But like you said, it don't have to involve gangs and shooting and all that bullshit like that. The shit that happens in the Chi every day. You could, like you said, it could be revolved around a lot of shit. Sports. It could be revolved around the music. It could be revolved around like the stepping.
That's
shit, like
the show. The show with Anthony Anderson. The movie. The movie with Anthony Anderson. The little boy that was making beats. Like Anthony Anderson kept saying Roseland, and I'm like, man, I ain't never heard of a nigga say Roseland. Mm-hmm. You from either out west or out south. I don't hear niggas like just be like, I'm from Chatham.
But bang,
I'm from Austin.
Does the Chi have like, you know what I'm saying, an actual movie director?
Lena Waite wrote it. And she from Evanston.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, like, do we have like one person, like an actual director who can actually make a movie like that or a TV show or whatever?
Well, here's the thing, Mike, and I know what you're saying. We don't know because we ain't got it yet. I'm not saying it is like Cootie and Cheeky has made documentaries after documentaries. I don't know if they can make a feature film.
We can't rely on somebody like, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's not from the crib. Like, we can't rely on Spike or Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino. We can't rely on these guys to try to give us a movie or a TV show that gives us that Chicago feel. I think we need one of those. We need a director.
But like
need a producer.
But look, John Landis is from Chicago. Mm-hmm. John Landis made the majority of like some of those shits. He gave us Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Like he gave us Blues Brothers and shit. He showed Chicago from his point of view.
Yeah.
So yeah, like.
But we would need somebody of that essence to bring to bring that alive.
Yeah, he gave us Chicago from his point of view. Who else is from the crib? What's my man? John Hughes. Mm-hmm. I think it's from Chicago. He gave us that white side of Chicago. Mm-hmm. Who else? Hal Ramis is from Chicago. Mm-hmm. Remember Christopher Nolan from Chicago? No, he can't be. No, that's wrong. I think Wikipedia got that wrong. But yeah, I think just like John Singleton.
Yeah.
That nigga gave us South Central LA. Mm-hmm. From the music and everything. What I'm saying is, there's probably some young kid out there. And matter of fact, this is where I'm going before we go. And so my wife don't call me no bitch.
Oh, yeah.
So me and my wife had a conversation, and she was talking about, amongst other things, about, us seeing people in the hood and like how people left and all of that stuff. So I explained to her in my way. Nobody has to agree with what I'm saying. I'm just giving my point of view of this. And it's just something to think about here, right? Mm-hmm. I think we don't think about time a lot. We don't think about the years in between a lot. We want people to do that shit for us when we talk about slavery and all of this shit. Mm-hmm. How the nigga slavery was just ended in 1865. It's 2000.
Yeah.
I don't think we think about that shit for us though. Mm-hmm. And I was watching this documentary on Ulysses S. Grant. And even before watching this documentary, reading back on my history, because for some reason, especially when I was in college, I love history before 1865. Mm-hmm. So don't ask me why I like looking at slavery shit, but hey. But I love history before 1865. I had an A at College DuPage with this shit. Didn't go to class for 2 weeks. Got a C, put that bitch up back to an A. And some shit happened with my little brother where I had to leave school. And my teacher was like, damn, so you leaving? Like, I probably would have been a history teacher if I wasn't doing none of this shit. Or if I really thought my career through, mm-hmm. I probably would have been a history teacher. Mm-hmm. All right, so Ulysses S. Grant is president, right? And people love using the term using shit like Republicans freed the slaves. Mm-hmm. And Lincoln didn't really want to free the slaves, but he wanted to stop the war though. And I forgot the person's name, but they brought it up in the Ulysses S. Grant joint where if dude would have beat Abraham Lincoln, he would have stopped the war and allowed the Confederacy to do what they doing, and in turn kept slavery going, and basically would have made the North basically slave catchers. Yeah. Oh, you don't belong here. Let's send you back down there. So that didn't happen. Of course, Abraham Lincoln wins. But then he gets killed. I think it's Andrew Johnson is president. So Ulysses S. Grant gets it. But Ulysses S. Grant is a Republican, but he's known as a radical Republican. Radical Republicans were the Republicans that was like, oh, free slaves. Mm-hmm. Give them shit to do. We got Reconstruction. Let's do all this shit. Like, hey, black people do your thing. And it was, remember when Killer Mike did that rant at the Revolt Summit? And he said the best time for blacks was during the Reconstruction period.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
That's partly what he's talking about here. Because during that period of like 1865 and 1869, I believe it was, you saw more black people in Congress than you even see them now. You had black people flourishing, boom, boom, boom. That was through the Reconstruction. That's what that was. Yeah. But it was Republicans that were not radical Republicans and Democrats that was like, oh, fuck this shit. We knew we was trying. I know Republicans. We were like, yo, let's free these slaves shit. But now I see what the Democrats is talking about. We don't want them as slaves. But let's pull some of this shit back. Mm-hmm. And that's what they did. So let's just say let's just say, for instance, we had 1870. Mm-hmm. Let's go to 1870s and 1900s. We know now they ain't passing laws. And Ulysses S. Grant fought the KKK. Okay, but then let's go after that, and then you start seeing shit, with Jim Crow laws and all of that shit, adding that shit on, boom, boom, boom. So it's 1900s, right? Then you go 1900s, 1920. Within that shit, you got the World War I and all of that shit. All right, boom, boom, boom. Then you got the Depression that's coming up in that era and everything. Let's move up to the 30s and 40s. Let's go to World War I. Yeah. That's what some of our great-grandparents are at now. Or your grandparents, depending on how old they are. And how old are you are listening. And we all know how that shit was. So now we get to the 50s. So we're not 90 years removed from Juneteenth. which is Friday. And they're still dealing with that shit. Now, when you get to the 50s and 60s, go to 55 is Emmett Till. Then, Martin Luther King started rolling around, and then we get to the 60s. Martin Luther King dies in 1968, ladies and gentlemen. Medgar Evers dies in 1963. Malcolm X dies in 1965. But we also know, through just Googles and all that stuff, J. Edgar Hoover was starting to get on his bullshit. COINTELPRO and all that shit. Drugs started wheeling his head in our communities in the 60s or whatever. But at that same time, like in the 50s, black people start going in some of these white neighborhoods. Some of these neighborhoods that we live in now, that used to be all white. So the white flight started taking place as the great migration starts coming in. So all that shit's happening. So niggas is moving into some areas and white people like, yeah, we going to the suburbs. But we all know what they did. The government did with them communities. They took those communities. But we also got to think about is this. What we forget is this. A lot of those black people come from ghettos that was created by government. They come from ghettos. So if they come from the ghettos, if they come to these good neighborhoods, they're really taking that same mentality they had. Well, some of them are taking that same mentality they had in those ghettos and bringing it to these neighborhoods. Then add to the fact that you start seeing drugs going in the neighborhood and everything. You started seeing this shit in the 60s, 70s, and all of that shit. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga, it is 2020. We got to start thinking like, yo, this shit is kind of recent. It's kind of recent. What we going on is because the people who were involved knee deep in this shit is still in it. So the example that I'm using to peel this in what I'm talking about the movie shit is there was a time where people used to go up in their neighborhood, like live in their neighborhood, and they see a doctor, a lawyer come out their house. Hey, that's Dr. Johnson. It's Mr. Johnson. He's a lawyer. But then those lawyers start to see what's about to happen to the community, and they dip, and they got the money to dip, and they got the money to go to some of these neighborhoods. But now some of these neighborhoods is worth so much and they cost so much that only the doctor or the lawyer can go to it. And if you're a police officer, you can't go to another county. You can't go to another city. You got to stay where you at. So you stop seeing the doctor, the lawyer, stay where you at. That's why in the 80s, for me, the early 80s, the niggas that I saw with money was drug dealers and mailmen. And I didn't even know the mailman made money. So it was like, I ain't never seen no doctor, no lawyer live by me. I saw the drug dealer though. Nigga lived right across the street from me. And he made sure that I was straight. My father was like, make sure don't know nothing happened to him. My father was like the father of the hood. Everybody fucked with him. There's a nigga that stayed off the block from me that was older than me, and he'd be like, yo, the one of the main reasons why I started liking the White Sox, because that nigga, he was like, yo, so what happened during the White Sox? Like, what happened? Man, Frank Thomas had 2 home runs, boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Heck, go $10. Oh, shit. Sometimes play baseball with us. Like, just fuck with the little kids for a minute. Them was the niggas that I grew up seeing. I ain't grew up seeing no doctors and no lawyers. So if I don't see that, what I'm going to think about all the time, well, them the niggas that got money, let me go ahead and do that. Because there's no images in front of me. So what I'm saying is, and one of the main reasons why I'm like, I don't want to see no 15 New Jersey drives and all that shit, is because then it reinforces what we've seen all of our lives. And I know that we have other stories than that. Yeah. But at the same time, the flip, and what the main thing is, imagine if you saw a movie camera on Chicago Avenue in Lamb. If you just saw a big ass camera crew and they filming this major movie on Chicago Avenue in Lamb, and I'm some 10-year-old kid that's walking through the hood like, oh shit, oh man, that might make me want to be a filmmaker. And then if I want to be a filmmaker, I'll probably go to school. I'll probably go to Columbia or somewhere else. And I probably want to make movies and make films and get around the right people and boom, 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 and all that shit. Next thing you know, I'm making film. Because we do the same shit about rap. Main reason why we want to be rappers because we around rap niggas who rap and we think that shit's cool. And all of a sudden we want to rap. Now we rapping. Same thing about anything else. When we look at being a police officer, half of the niggas that's police officers didn't necessarily want to grow up and be like, I want to be a police officer.
Absolutely.
It's like, nah, man, shit, I'm making like $70K a year. If I do this for about 20 years, I get my pension, I can retire when I'm 50. A lot of niggas look at being a police officer like they looked at going to the Marines or the Army and some shit. So they didn't grow up seeing that shit. And like, oh, I just want to be a police officer. It's like, nah, shit, let me go ahead and get this job, and I know I'm going to make this. That's why when people be like, yo, how many black men did you see as teachers? I can say that I saw a lot of black men as teachers compared to like black women. But like, only way we gonna see these things is if we put that shit out there. So when I look at New York, I can understand why motherfuckers want to be other things other than rappers and shit like that. Because there was a time if you was living in Harlem, you saw a doctor or a lawyer before they start gentrifying the shit. Because that was the black neighborhood. And even when you gentrified that motherfucker, some of them shit niggas still stayed there because they had the money to do so. Like, that's where we forget and we don't understand. Like, if I'm 38 years old, I'm lived through Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump. I lived through cocaine era. I've lived through the crack era. I lived in the era where it was over 900 people getting killed in Chicago. I lived in the era where the GDs and the vice lords ran rampant, but the GDs and the vice lords out here was really running shit. I've lived when shit started breaking down and you start seeing splinters of gangs. Lived in areas where it's been faux territory, there's been CVL territory, there's been insane territory, there's been GD territory. All this shit has been within 38 fucking years. I lived in an era where chips was 25 cents.
Man.
Penny candy was a penny.
Make chips 25 cents again, goddamn it.
All that shit was recent. Because then you got your parents can be like, well, shit, I grew up in the era. Shit, chips was 15 cents. Make chips 15 cents again. But we be so comfortable in our shells that we don't realize a lot of this shit has been recent. We don't. And I think when we start thinking in that manner, then it changes some of the way that we think about how we shit on these protesters, how we shit on the looters who are looting to get some shit in the crib. Let's be real, because it is some of them, man. We do have some people who starting shit, but if I saw that shit open, I'm going to get some shit. But at the same time, like the area that I lived in, the area that we lived in, nigga, if you saw this shit, you'd be like, oh man, it's nice over here. But then when you sit back and think about it, you're like, nigga, you stay in the projects. It's just redone. It's just rebuilt. Well, they refurbished these motherfuckers. Because it's my building right here, there's a building across the street, and then there's some shits that you could tell they just made like 10, 15 years ago. But if you look at these two buildings, you're like, oh no, nigga, this used to be public housing. And it ain't no more. But I live in DC and I can't tell you like what's the quintessential DC movie. What's the movie like? What's the movie when you look at like, oh, that's DC? But The Wire though, and The Corner, nigga, that's Baltimore.
All day.
From all fucking day long. If we go look at some movies about LA, nigga, that's LA all day long. New York, they make movies like that all day long. What I'm saying is that we're not so far removed where we ain't got a whole bunch of stories that we could tell. So I don't want to see the same stories all over again. But I think it takes one person, one director, and hopefully it's a director from the crib.
Gotta be.
That knows the crib, that knows the lingo, that knows the correct area to shoot, that knows the scenery.
That's the only way we're going to get it right.
And can make a movie that is Do the Right Thing like, that is Crooklyn like. Because Crooklyn ain't about violence, it's about the normal family and shit. Crooklyn, that's like Do the Right Thing, 25th Hour, quintessential Chicago. Because these movies that we rolled off, fam,
from the top 25 Chicago movies. Just, I mean, they good movies,
Vulture.
but
It's good movies.
But it don't restore that feeling.
It only movie that I was like, was Cooley. Well, as far as like it's Cooley Eye, and from a horror standpoint, because that's Cabrini Green. But all that shit you see in that movie now is a Target.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything else that we mentioned is just like glimpses and that's that right there. But that's really
this
it.
Nigga ran on the L to go fuck with old light skinned shorty and was like, oh shit, Cochise.
Yeah.
And this nigga died under a viaduct.
Yeah.
At the crib. We just need that. And knowing the time that we've all lived in, I think there's a nigga that's out there that could deliver a story that makes you feel like it's in Chicago and you don't have to compromise shit in that movie. Because the Chi, I think they compromise a lot. I think people from Chicago, outside Chicago, wouldn't understand that shit. Well, nigga, I didn't understand a lot of the shit that was going on The Wire, some of the words. But when I moved out here, one of the first things I noticed was how they say two.
Okay.
And one of my favorite moments of The Wire, before we end this, one of my favorite moments of The Wire is when Bunk arrested Snoop. And that nigga Bunk was like, shit, I'm about to go get me some pussy tonight. And Snoop said, me too. And I was like,
okay.
But then when I heard one of my niggas out here from Baltimore say the word two.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, me too. I was like, oh shit. And my nigga was like, what? I was like, okay, answer me this, fam. Like, Snoop from The Wire, and I told him that, he's like, yeah, that's how we say two. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, that shit is more authentic than I would think. Because Snoop is from Baltimore. Of course she gonna talk that shit.
That's that feeling we want to feel when we watch something,
man,
that takes place at the crib.
I want to be able to look at that shit and be like, damn. Especially now that I'm getting older. I mean, maybe I was writing a script, and maybe I might get on that shit. Maybe this just be basically me saying, all right, bang, stop bullshitting. Make this shit from your point of view, how y'all motherfuckers talk. I ain't gotta force it and shit. I'm not gonna say, merchant just because, that's what the kids say. Because somebody that's 38 years old probably not gonna say no shit like that. But yeah, like,
get off that bullshit. Get up with Jay Morg. I always said that Jay Morg. Shout out to my homie Jay Morg.
Go. Say what you about to say.
When it comes to that's my homie. Like, man, look, when it comes to movies, that nigga know his movies. He know how to break down a movie. When he watching, he like a critic. Like, he could be on some movie critic type shit. He could do it. But I also told him, like, bro, you could be a movie director if you wanted to, bro. Like, the producer, movie director, something. When it comes to movies, nigga, you got it. And I always said that. So link with that nigga, and then y'all niggas create.
I told him. I think I tagged him once in the post. Him and A Villain. I told them niggas need to be Al Cisco and Ebert.
For real. No,
but I'm also telling niggas do some shit and I ain't did some shit. So I mean, I ain't never wrote a script in my life. Maybe I might go ahead and get back to this shit. Cause all my shit was gonna really be about is we don't really see I ain't seen no TV show really about with black people in it, niggas my age. Going through marriage and fatherhood and shit.
Okay.
I mean, how old was Martin when they was doing Martin?
I always wondered how old they were. I would want to say mid-20s. No, maybe not mid-20s, right? Maybe like late 20s, 30s,
You didn't really
30s.
say. You didn't really know it.
We really didn't know, but I've always thought about that. Like, what was their age? Like, how old were they at that time? Or how old were they supposed to be while they were shooting it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
NYPD Blue was really NYPD Blue and shit. Law and Order is like New York. Like,
they trying to cancel Law and Order.
And they can't cancel that shit. I don't give a fuck. Look, I understand what motherfuckers talking about. They cancel cops. Mm-hmm. I understand that shit, but nah, Law and Order, SV, nah, fuck out of here. That shit stays. Now y'all going too far. Now niggas is going too far, man. But I just want to end that by saying I implore niggas to really just look at the years, look at the time frame, and don't really be blind to what niggas is going through and what niggas is dealing with. Because when you really look at it, all this shit is bunched in together. Like, it wasn't that long ago when my father was picking cotton and selling moonshine in Greenwood, Mississippi. And it wasn't that long ago since when my mother, you know what I'm saying, had me in 1982, of course. So, I mean, hey, man, but take that into account when we creating content, man. And then I implore niggas to just make cool content, dope content. Whether you believe that some dude is some dope content or not, I just really implore niggas to really step up they shit. Don't give us no 15 New Jersey drives. Every time we see a movie about Chicago, it's about nigga doing some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all niggas just getting readjusted to life. I'm trying to figure some shit out too. Give us a different story, man. Hot takes.
I think I got one. Let me see. I think we got a new candidate for R&B album of the year. Ooh. Shout out to Chloe and Halle.
Oh, nah, I ain't listening.
Ungodly Hour.
Like that shit.
You listened to it?
Yeah, I did.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
You did?
I think it was. I enjoyed it. Okay.
Just like I said.
Potential R&B album of the year right there. Damn, you
look,
tough.
No. Hear me out, Mike. Last week I said that Killer Mike, Run the Jewels.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I did. I told you. Yeah, I listened to it, and yeah, they still make WWE 2K music. I like the first four songs. Like the first four songs, I was like, oh, that's that shit. The one song when they did the remix one of the beats or some shit, I forgot which song it was. Hold on, where my phone at?
The ooh la 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 la, that one.
Hold on, let me make sure. I forgot which song it is.
Dang stupid, y'all.
I'm just saying, I'm keeping it a buck, fam. Not Yankee in the Parade.
This week on Yankee. Talking about ooh la la.
No.
Oh.
Out of Sight.
Oh yeah, with 2 Chainz.
They remade Funky Enough. The Funky Enough beat. No. I was like, oh, that's my shit. But then I still was like, but this is WWE 2K music.
The production is the
WWE 2K music though. This is the shit. Yeah, this is WWE 2K music, man. It's okay. It's okay, fam.
Chloe and Halle might have R&B album of the year.
Wait a minute. So Chloe and Halle is ABC Family R&B. Chloe and Halle is that R&B that your suburban 16-year-old black girl listens to with her white friends.
Not on this album, though. They talking some shit on this album.
Even when they cussed on the first song, I said, ooh.
Whoa, that's what I said.
Y'all cussing?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And I met them. Them two are the nicest girls I've ever met in my life.
They grew up.
Nigga, they saw a picture of Trey just as the screensaver, and I think it was Halle that was like, oh, because I actually got a picture of it, of them seeing it, just like, oh. And we got to talking about, this is around the time where the Ancestry.com shit in my family happened. And we was like, I was like, oh my God, these two girls are just genuinely nice. Oh. Yeah, they just made music for that they made Nequa Valley music.
Okay.
They made R&B. They made Nequa Valley R&B. They made Wabanzi Valley R&B.
Okay.
They made
this nigga dumb as hell, y'all.
They made Oak Park River Forest, but I grew up in Oak Park. I'm not using somebody else's address R&B.
I'm shaking my head right now.
They made Bolingbrook Heights. They made R&B for black girls who got the correct address.
Something is wrong with this. I'm just shaking my head.
They made R&B for that. It's cool. It ain't Kalani. And that's
Kalani
who got
album
it.
was fire.
That Kalani got
it?
R&B. Yes, right now it's still Kalani R&B album of the year.
All right. Because I had Division at first.
It's Division's number 2. I actually heard it. Division's number 2 is a close number 2. But
right.
yeah, but Chloe and Halle, nah, they man, ABC Family Music. They made the only black girl in the Disney club R&B.
Something is wrong.
That's
with
what they
him.
made. That's what they. And I didn't even think about it like that until, like, for those who's like, oh man, you just something. No. And when I listened to it, I was just like, I'm not saying that they trying hard. I'm just saying that I was like, oh.
All right, man. You stupid.
Oh, they made Nequa Valley R&B.
Hey, man, we get at least
They made
John Legend
Naperville
versus
Central R&B, fam.
dummy.
I'm telling you, they made R&B for black girls who use that correct address in high school.
Oh my god.
Hey man, hey, and John Legend versus Alicia Keys. I don't give a fuck. I think it's a tie.
Tie.
Them niggas gonna have pianos too.
I was just about to say it's a piano battle. It's a piano battle.
I guarantee you, them motherfuckers gonna have a piano when they gonna sing.
They gonna do that one in the same room. They gonna be together on that one.
Yeah, they gonna be in the same room.
They
together.
gonna set that. They
They
definitely
gonna
set
have
that
two
one
pianos in a room on both sides. The pianos is gonna be the social distancing size. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they gonna do that shit in the same. Yeah, man.
That's our Juneteenth celebration right there.
Why is that Juneteenth celebration?
They celebrate. That's what we doing. That's the special. We celebrate. That's what we gonna be doing on Juneteenth. We gonna be watching verses.
I'm not.
We gonna be watching. Yeah, I'm a sneaky in.
On Friday, I'm working.
Yeah.
Until my boss, until my company says, "Hey, we're off on Friday for Juneteenth," and it's a paid holiday. Mm-hmm. I'm working, but that's part of my work. So hey, yeah, you right, man. Hey, man, Mike. I'm
sneaking it out now.
Hey, man,
this nigga just
really
he just snapped on Chloe.
Yo, why you that Saint Ballad of R&B?
You dumb as hell. What you say to me when I was heating Summer Walker album? You like, why you heating them girls' album like that, Joe?
hey, man, you said Summer Walker had what? Madison Pulaski R&B. Chloe and Halle made Nequa Valley R&B, fam.
This is the total opposite.
It's the total opposite. Man, whatever. I'm telling you, they made R&B for black girls who didn't change their address to go to a certain high school.
Dumb.
Shouts out to y'all, man. They fuck with it.
You dumb.
Like, girl, Latasha, did you listen to the new Chloe and Halle? Oh my God, it is so art. Oh my God, we have to do a TikTok. We have to do a TikTok.
Made the clueless R&B.
No, it's not even clueless R&B. Cause they got a clue, but for the white girls, is the white. This is the R&B album that the white girls can talk to their black friends about and do TikToks. Oh, this is great! Like, oh, slumber party. Hey, slumber party. We gotta do TikToks to this Chloe and Halle. Hey, gotta do the dance. Gotta do the dance.
Bang, stupid.
We gotta do the dance.
What else we got, Bang? We good? We good? Stop heating them girls' album like that, bro.
I'm not heating the album because it's actually, I think it's gonna be successful for them. Them motherfuckers got something that they can actually run to and listen to, and feel comfortable with their friends. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this is great. Let's do a TikTok. I ain't got shit else, Mike. Close us out.
Some Dude Pod, man, episode 45, man. Yo, if y'all listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you drop the review. Make sure you rate us. Engage in the conversation on social media. Be sure to follow us on IG at Some Dude Pod. Be sure to, if you're on Facebook, join the group on Facebook. Hashtag Some Dude Pod.
If you made it, if we made the Summer Walker joint, that's the title. today's title has to be, which high school should we put though, Mike?
Naperville Central.
Naperville Central R&B.
Oh
music.
my God.
Hey man, hey. Summer gave you the yin. Chloe and Halle gave you the yang, ladies and gentlemen.
Dumb.
Tamara! Girl! Did you listen to that new Chloe and Halle?
Dumb.
Those bitches are spitting. Not calling them bitches, but you know, somebody's gonna take Miriam. Chloe and Halle made Naperville Valley R&B music.
Naperville Valley.
When you listen to it, they made R&B music. They made R&B music for girls who ain't got to change their address to go to a specific school.
That's privileged right there.
That's privilege. They made. Tamra! Girl, did you listen to that Chloe and Halle? Ah, they're so great on Brokish. Now I see what black girls go through when they go to
Ignorant.
school. Like, what? Yeah. And Beyonce there with Beyonce? Oh, I didn't know. They've been with Beyonce for years. They have? Oh, we got to do a TikTok. Let's show unity by doing a TikTok together.
Oh my God.
It's just...
Bang, in the recording. You are dumb, fam. Fucking stupid.
Let's do it. Let's show unity.
Dumb as hell, fam.
TikTok unity.
He dumb.
TikTok unity R&B music, Mike.
Heating them the girls' album.
I'm not heating the album. Thank you, Landon.